So, Mr. President, if you're listening, you're probably not. But if you are, once again, pretty pleased with sugar on top, you've won.
Who pays these high tariffs? In the short, medium term, it will be the consumer. It'll be the consumer. And so I'm worried about the inflationary effect.
I don't often agree with the members on the other side of the aisle, but in many cases here today, particularly when they're expressing concern about small businesses in their states, I'm hoping you're very, and I hope you and the president are very sensitive about companies potentially going bankrupt by these actions.
There's a fundamental argument we have to have in this country: is trade good or bad? The president and his counselors seem to think that in trade someone gets ripped off. The truth of the matter is this: that all trade is mutually beneficial. The higher the trade deficits, the more prosperity. The lower the trade deficits, the less prosperity. We get a reduction in trade deficits when we go into a recession. We get an expansion of trade deficits when we're in a boom. So really nothing about a trade deficit gives any real useful instruction to the economy.
Well, actually, I don't know whether you're surprised or not, but I agree with you about trade deficits.
Look at the Republicans begging Donald Trump to stop his tariff nonsense. They're not doing it because they care about the American people, y'all. They're doing it because they're afraid that they're not going to get reelected in the midterms. They are remembering 1932 smoot tariffs.
Hello. Hi. Who are you? Oh, it's William McKinley, our 25th president. So just a little warning about the tariffs. Personally, I love them. But after I led a major charge for tariffs, Republicans did not do well in the next election. Okay, but that's just one example. Hello. It is I don't know you. Oh, sorry. Oh, former U.S. Senator Reed Smoot, one of the chief sponsors of the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act. Right. So we also installed tariffs during the Great Depression. And House Republicans lost 52 seats in the 1930 midterm elections and then 101 in the 1932 elections. Oh, but did the tariffs work? According to many historians, it worsened the Great Depression. But there's so many factors. That could just be a liberal talking point. Is that your fellow Republican Senator Rand Paul?
When McKinley most famously put tariffs on in 1890, they lost 50% of their seats in the next election. When Smiley put on their tariff in the early 1930s,
He meant Smoot-Hawley. He's talking about me.
they lost the House and the Senate for 60 years.
That is what they're worried about for 2026. Because if they really cared about the American people, they would have been shouting this shit out to the rooftops when he started this tariff nonsense talk. But they didn't. They thought that they could just ride the coattails, but they're realizing, oh no, we are in some real big trouble because China actually stood up to us. And also Japan dropped our bonds. They were selling off our debt as quick as they could. And that's a problem when they start selling off our debt. But yeah, they're worried about their seat. They should be, because we are about to see empty shelves in the next 2 weeks, and it's going to be real hard for the next 90 days. Even if he stops the tariffs today, it will take 90 days for us to start seeing stuff back on the shelf. Make America great again. It was never great, y'all.